YouTube Gaming is finally launched after months of marketing and sweating Twitch admins. Let me know what you think of it so far, but first, my opinion. I'm Tarmack, and this is Feature Creep. Twitch TV has been the big dog in video game streaming since it launched in 2011, and despite Google's attempts to not have to do the work of building their own video game streaming service by buying Twitch, it was picked up by Amazon in August 2014. I would imagine that development on the competitor product we now have began immediately, and you know, they didn't do a half-bad job. For a bit of backstory, YouTube has had live streaming for a while now. It was mostly used for large-scale events, concerts, and the like, but regular channels could do streaming by way of setting up events. It was a janky service with poor searchability and a viewer chat which just used the YouTube video comment system. With the new service, we had a rollout of a few more advanced features a while back, and now with the new gaming UI, the system is in full swing. Here's a laundry list of the features that it has and how they compare to Twitch. The chat is now a scrolling window with the same basic text functions that Twitch has, and while it's got those stupid little YouTube emoji things, we don't have the ability to set up custom emoticons yet. Spam blocking is automatic but not customizable, and chat can be disabled entirely, or you can mod users to keep an eye on things for you. The stream allows for highlight creation, but I can't for the life of me figure out how to edit the archive after the fact. It almost seems like you have to do it while streaming, which I can't imagine doing. You can also get a bit of extra promotion by way of your YouTube channel, which will let people know that you're streaming, and you can direct people from your stream back to your YouTube channel by way of cards, these little notifications on screen. And now you can stream in 1080p 60, and you don't have to be a coveted Twitch partner to be dedicated the bandwidth for viewers to actually watch it properly at high levels. But the real differences are rather dramatic and things that I imagine have the Twitch admins working to get fixes for on the current king of game streaming. For starters, YouTube Gaming has an active DVR mode which lets users rewind the video stream. This is huge for those people that tuned in late, but also for people who like making highlights of streamers, capturing funny moments and such. And the second major difference is monetization. Right now, Twitch lets you into their partner program through some combination of magic, luck, and audience size. That partner program enables ad revenue and the wonderful subscription button for a measly $4.99 that the streamer gets about half of. YouTube doesn't have this. If you start a channel, you don't get paid subscriptions, but ad revenue can be enabled immediately. Not being at the whim of the Twitch admins is pretty huge and likely to draw a lot of small and mid-sized streamers away from the Twitch platform. But it's not all roses and butterflies. YouTube Gaming doesn't have a host function, which in my view is a pretty simple oversight that will be corrected very quickly. YouTube also has Content ID, which apparently works on a live stream in real time just as well as on uploaded videos. Google will warn you that copyrighted material is detected, and if you don't stop the offending source, they will terminate your stream. And if you get shut down 3 times, then you lose live streaming for 6 months. Now, a lot of people worry that Content ID is buggy and broken, and honestly, I see those concerns as being overblown. It is really not that hard to avoid unlicensed copyright music on stream, and Google will give you a warning notification if you're playing this material so that you can resolve the issue. There are still questions about how trailer and genuine game music content cause issues, but those are on the side of the publishers who we need to strong-arm into not putting their content into the auto-matching system. The thing about copyrighted music is that it's actually very easy in most countries to get a license to treat it as a radio broadcast, and it doesn't cost an awful lot of money. So I'd like to see YouTube implement something along those lines, where maybe you can submit some kind of verification to prove that you've gone through that licensing process, and then you can play popular music on stream. You just have to make sure that it's not in your highlights, just like on Twitch. Here's the thing, we needed competition in video game streaming. We needed someone to force Twitch to get up off its ass and start working on features that they should have had around for a long time, but they didn't have to bother because what are you going to do, go stream on Vimeo, Dailymotion? The unfortunate part is that despite Amazon being just as big a fish as Google, what we really have now is Time Warner versus Comcast, only at the moment without the cartel to back it up. The real problem now, as I see it, is that we don't have a competitor in gaming videos, and that's where Twitch needs to step it up a notch. They need to get off their duff and make past stream and highlight searchability better than a wet paper towel. They need to expand the database to allow Twitch streamers to upload pre-produced video content. At this point, for video games, Twitch is the only one that can give Google the gears on regular game content, and that's something that I'd like to see them try. And just as a little tidbit here at the end, I'll give you a multi-million-dollar social media shareability idea. Twitch, YouTube, I don't care who does it, but you can send me a PM for my address to send a check. Let viewers create highlight montages within the streaming UI and have them visible somewhere on the YouTuber or Twitch streamer's channel for viewing by others. The social media gold that will come of this is immense. Have you used the new YouTube gaming site from either a streamer or viewer perspective? What do you think of it? Feature Creep is a regular show every week. I'd love to see you around as a subscriber so that we can chat about all the goings on in the game industry. That's all I have to say. Tarmack out.